So what's up everybody, it's me, True Star Screamer, and we are looking at the Marvel Celebrating 85 Years special, Target exclusive, Marvel's Warbird. Yeah, this isn't Miss Marvel. I think she took the Warbird name back in 2099, back when Kurt Busiek was writing the Avengers. Really cool time, really cool story, highly recommend those, really neat things. Even that triathlon character, even if he was a little but I digress. This is using the new Black Widow body, as we like to call it now, and we've got some really nice head sculpts, we got some accessories, decent artwork on the back here, and again that artwork on the side, celebrating 85 years. This is that smaller packaging, but we get the full window, and that's pretty much it. Let's get this girl out of the box and see what is up with her. So here we've got Warbird out of the box, and quick note, should I keep this backdrop? Should I rotate this through? I've got this and the cityscape. Should I make a third one, or should I go like Jay Hernandez and just have like the void for doing this stuff? Let me know down in the comments. I'm getting that little itch if I want to make something or not. Let me know what you guys want to see, but I digress. This is using that new updated Widow body, so we get a lot of cool stuff with this. Probably get that sash over on here. That looks a little better over there anyway. She gets a decent amount of accessories. We get extra pair of hands here of throwing energy blasts, actual energy to go around her arms, which is pretty cool, and another head here. This time instead of the hair flowing in the wind, it's going down behind her back, which I personally find a little counterintuitive because being solid means she probably won't be able to look up when I put this on there. In fact, yep, looks good, but yeah, she ain't looking up with this at all. So I think this is pretty much the only time I'll ever have this head on her. So this is gonna sound a little selfish here. I think if I was gonna want anything, I would actually want a pair of fists done in the energy colored plastic. I think that would be kind of cool to make it look like she's firing blasts from her fists. I just think that would be kind of neat, like do like the Human Torch character, or even with how they did with the Iron Fist. I think that would be just take these fists and do it in the red translucent plastic, and it would totally get the gimmick across. That's just me. But back to the figure. Yeah, this will probably be how I have her on display on my shelf. But yes, this is using that new updated Widow body for the articulation. A very, very, very nice butterfly joint here. Double jointed elbows, all pinless on here. Swivel swivel on the bicep, in and out wrist. This is on a disc hinge, by the way, which is awesome and makes me cry at the same time. Because again, with the hair being back here, she just can't look up. And she's a flying character. I want my flying characters to be able to look up. That's not cool. Hips are not dropped down. That's probably the one thing I would like with this. Torso is on a ball joint, which gives all kinds of articulation, coupled with a little bit with an ab crunch on here, which is great. So we can have all kinds of neat stuff going on as far as posing goes. Zap, zap. She's blasting bad guys here. Legs, of course, are they're pinless and double jointed elbows, double jointed knees, and God, man, I love no high heels because you can actually stand on here, which is fantastic. Costume is simple, but it's comic accurate. Really can't ask for more. Yes, when you use the ball joint, it does break the pattern up. That's probably, I don't say my only criticism, but I would think I would rather have this than that lousy diaphragm joint, so I will take that as the lesser of two evils. And she has this sash here. I know, it's a very simplistic figure for a simple character, which in some ways is why I wish she had just a little bit more like those translucent black hand effects. Actually, that'd be kind of cool if both fists and this hand in that translucent plastic, just to make it look like you know, again, she's firing bolts, and I think it would be a very, frankly, inexpensive way for them to do that kind of effect, other than finding more pieces to lose. So, also, another side note, and let me know your thoughts down below if you agree with me on this. The way this body can move and do all these awesome kicks and action poses and all, they totally need to make Psylocke next out of this body. I think we need another Psylocke, and this body would be absolutely perfect with it. I mean, hell, just change the head, change the color, and we're good to go. That's and add those, probably even reuse those old effects. That's just me, but it totally makes sense with this buck. I have to say, it almost feels like I'm doing an injustice of doing such a short review for this figure, but to be honest, there's not much to really talk about because she's such a simplistic design. Warbird flies, Warbird shoots energy. There you go. And she's got super strength, so she punches things, that's what this is for. I never had the previous Ms. Marvel figure, or the previous Warbird figure. I had her, she was part of a 3-pack that I could never get my hands on, so I'm very happy to have her in my collection. She's going to look great on my Avengers shelf. I get why with the hair on here, but I find it an absolute crime because this hair reduces this articulation for her to be able to look up for flight poses. Again, you've heard my thing. I've said it 3 times now, but I want those translucent fists for the hands. They did that for Wonder Man. That's why that idea was in my head. I think that would just translate so well for this character to be. And again, not to beat that dead horse, but I think that would have probably been the one thing to set this just above what she is now. Because again, she is just so simple. This articulation is absolutely on point. And this buck is great, frankly, for customization, being so plain, to be honest. I mean, you could paint it any way you want. Like, I could see a Silver Sable out of this. Probably we'll see a Phoenix out of this. Gee, maybe a Rogue. I don't know why. Why would she and Rogue be similar? Go figure. If you know, you know. But it's a good figure. You know, you can find her on at a Target. You're not going to find her online because Target's web distribution absolutely sucks. And I was lucky to find her here because when I first was looking for her, they didn't have any around me for 44 miles. It was annoying. Just having to hit the store right at the right time. But let me know your thoughts down below. I recommend her. If you see her, I'd say pick her up. She's worth 25 bucks. You get just what you need, and she can pose around the way you want her to be. And that's pretty much all she wrote. I got plenty of stuff to look at, so if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Look through some of my older videos. There might be some cool stuff that you didn't know I reviewed. And if there's anything you want me to review, let me know down below. But, most importantly, as always, until next time, take care. Peace.